pension reforms that just passed. With state bureaucrats getting rich off the system, passing bills that favor their interests, is there any reason that we shouldn't cut their pensions?
I don't see any reason why not. I know that's a very direct and blunt and to the point answer, but yeah, why wouldn't we? I mean, I look at the General Assembly much as I would a board of directors, and if this were a board of directors, we would recall this board of directors. They should be happy. Any incumbent that's there should be happy that they get to stay, and so why they would be rewarded for any more, I'm not quite sure.
California.
Great.
About February of 2009.
Right now, part of our state income tax goes to local government. Will you push to make sure that local city governments aren't able to take this money so instead it can be used better for the state budget, which we're in such a fiscal crisis right now, or giving back in the form of tax cuts to stimulate the economy?
I'll tell you what, I am a firm believer that the money should go for its intended purpose, and that why we send money to Springfield to be redistributed throughout the state is crazy to me. So if in the formula, if we need to look at the formula that's currently being used, if these cities are relying on money to come back to them, then it seems to me that we need a tax cut, not a tax increase. And then we need to keep some of that money local instead of sending it here to Springfield and let it go through the graft and corruption that has become Springfield. We need to keep that money in our municipalities.
The next question is about the state of Indiana. Like the city of Danville has lost a lot of jobs over the state line because of cheaper taxes in Indiana. Do you think that the high taxes in Illinois have anything to do with that?
Or what can we learn from Indiana?
What we know. I mean, I think Governor Mitch Daniels of Indiana says that his economic stimulus plan is Illinois or something there. But in that regards, in Illinois, we have the Chicago machine in Chicago, the Chicago machine in Springfield, and now it occupies the Oval Office. And that same mentality of one of the highest tax counties in the nation is now transferred throughout the state, transferred throughout the nation. And, we have to look and realize that we can no longer demonize. Excuse those folks are trying to get by you in a wheelchair.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're demonizing business. There's another word for business. That synonym is employer. Without employers, you have no employees. Without the employer-employee relationship, a currency-based society such as ours crumbles. So most definitely, we need to look at ways to cut taxes, not raise taxes. Raise the tax base, not the tax rate. We need to look at the overhaul of workman's compensation. We need total reform of workman's compensation. We need overhaul of our property taxes. We're one of the highest property tax states in the nation in the Midwest. The other side of the aisle will say that we are one of the lowest personal income tax states in the Midwest, and that's true. But that's when you're looking at just that 3% personal income tax rate. If you look at it as a whole, we're one of the only states, if not the only state, that has a double tax on gas. We have a motor fuel tax as well as a sales tax on fuel. We have one of the highest real property taxes in the nation. When you look at all the taxes that we pay as a whole, we are actually one of the highest tax states in the nation, and that's why we've lost over 700 manufacturers in the last year. That's why we've lost almost 1 million net people out of this state, citizens out of the state in the last 10 years, is because employers, business, we're so unfriendly to business, they go other places, and when they go other places, the people that were working for them have to go other places. Yeah, we can learn a lot from states like Indiana, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota, the states that are number 1, 2, 3 in the top 10 in the nation. Why do we want to emulate states like California and Michigan, where we're all stuck at the bottom 3 of every economic indicator there is on the bad side? We need to start emulating those states that are in the top 5, the top 10, and we need to become number 1. We don't need to settle for top 10, we need to be number 1, and we can only do that with reform. It's going to take true reform in Springfield and Illinois to get there.
What exactly do you think we need to emulate? What specifically those states do you want to emulate?
Well, first of all, like I said a minute ago, is workman's compensation. I'm in the construction business. I'm running for the state senate, but I've been a general contractor for the last 17 years. I know we pay workman's comp in multiple states. In some states, we are 50% higher. There are states that we are almost 100% higher, almost double the rate. We need to reform workman's comp. We need to tort reform in this state. We need to look at offering opportunity, not villainizing, not figuring out how to triple tax and quadruple tax employers, but utilize some of the tools, the economic development tools that they use in Indiana to attract business not because they deserve a sweeter deal than anyone else, but because they are the employers. And without employers, the employees have nowhere to report to work. And we have to start realizing that until we get back to working together, and as long as the state government in Illinois, I mean, think about this. Here in Illinois, we have, almost $120 billion in unfunded pension liabilities and long-term bonding liability. If you were an employer, if you were on the board of directors of any Fortune 500 or Fortune 1000 corporation, and you were sitting down and thinking about a place to remain in business or to open a business, Illinois would be at the bottom of anyone's list. And we have to change that. We have to turn that around. That's why we are where we are. And we can't turn that around as long as that Chicago Democratic machine that is so unfriendly to business continues to control this state. As long as we keep sending downstate legislators, the General Assembly, and they keep voting for Chicago Democrats as their party leaders, as Speaker of the House, as President of the Senate, until we hire a governor from somewhere outside of the city of Chicago, until we do something different, we're not going to do it.
Why do you think the machine is so unfriendly to everywhere outside of Chicago and the state of Illinois?
Because it's obvious that I apologize. I'm actually up next, so I have to.
All right.
I'm up after this gentleman. Could we continue this after
Certainly, and it was a pleasure. Okay.
It is a pleasure.
Okay.
And I don't mean to cut you off.
No, we don't mean to keep you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck this
Thank
weekend.
you.
Thank you.